Welcome back to Coffee Talk, where we explore the topics that influence our world in depth. The emergence of the American oligarchy is an important issue frequently disregarded. Even while we like to think of the United States as a democracy, the truth is that a small elite controls a disproportionate amount of our economy, politics, and even public opinion. Let's dissect it. When it comes to American politics, money speaks loud and clear. Have you ever wondered why politicians care more about appeasing companies and billionaires than the average voter? The power of big money in our political system is one of the main causes. The Citizens United vs. FEC decision from the Supreme Court in 2010 allowed corporations to spend an unlimited amount of money on elections. What does that signify? It implies that a small number of affluent people and large corporations have the ability to financially overwhelm campaigns, stifling the voices of common people like you and me. A vicious loop results from this. The wealthiest donors have the most to donate, and politicians need money to win. Who do you suppose they pay attention to then? It's not your typical voter, spoiler alert. But the problem isn't just political, it's economic. The top 1% owns more wealth than the bottom 90% combined. Let that sink in for a second. While wages for the average worker have stagnated, CEO salaries and corporate profits have skyrocketed. Meanwhile, tax cuts for the ultra-rich and loopholes for big businesses allow them to amass even more wealth, leaving the rest of us struggling with rising costs for housing, healthcare, and education. Corporate profits and CEO compensation have soared, while typical worker wages have remained stagnant. The ultra-rich can accumulate even more riches thanks to tax breaks and loopholes for large corporations, while the rest of us are left to contend with growing housing, healthcare, and educational expenses. The very people who stand to gain from the status quo frequently oppose policies that could help level the playing field, such as progressive taxes, accessible health care, and fair wages. What does this leave us with then? Many irate, disillusioned people believe their opinions are no longer important. And can you blame them? Trust in the government and institutions erodes when billionaires and corporations dominate the political system, the economy, and the media. Furthermore, extremism, disinformation, and division flourish when trust is lost. We have some power. We can support independent journalism, work to reform political finance, and promote laws that benefit everyone, not just a select few. Most importantly, we need to stay informed and engaged. The more we understand the forces shaping our world, the better we can challenge them. So, what do you think? Is the US sliding toward oligarchy, or is there still hope for democracy? Let me know in the comments. Remember to hit the notification bell, like this video, and subscribe to Coffee Talk before you go, so you don't miss another in-depth analysis like this one. Since educated debates result in actual change, let's continue the conversation.